Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's story is a powerful reminder that sometimes the deepest betrayals come from those closest to us, and how quiet strength and patience can turn the tables. If you've ever felt underestimated or undermined by family or colleagues, this one's for you. So grab a seat, hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's dive in. The tension in the room was almost tangible. My mother-in-law, her lips curling into a smile sharp enough to cut glass, leaned forward and said, "Or maybe you should have mentioned something else earlier." The table erupted in quiet chuckles. Forks paused mid-air, and wine glasses wobbled on their stems. My husband, Lucas, didn't look at me. I simply smiled, a cold, hollow smile that didn't reach my eyes. 2 seats down, the CEO's wife, Margaret, set her fork down deliberately. Her voice was calm but icy. "How backslash? Interesting. Especially given what just landed on my desk about your nephew. Perhaps now is a good time to discuss it." The laughter died instantly. Years ago, I learned that silence could slice deeper than any shout. That night, I let the thick silence smother the room before anyone dared to speak again. It hadn't always been like this. When I married Lucas, his family welcomed me, or so they pretended. They adored the polished, ambitious woman I portrayed, the kind they could showcase as evidence of their progressive values. But the moment I began to eclipse their golden boy, the cracks appeared. What started as subtle jabs soon turned into sharp digs. Whispered jokes about my success being a product of luck or charm. Sly comments about how I knew the right people. At first, I dismissed it, until the truth landed like a stone in my stomach. Began with an email. Not sent to me directly, but I was CC'd by accident. Lucas had been applying for jobs behind my back, using my professional contacts. Worse, he forwarded confidential client files to his cousin, hoping to secure a position at a rival firm for him. His cousin was the apple of his aunt's eye. His mother's sister, Gloria. What chilled me to the bone was the signature line on one email. Asterisk, "This stays between us. She can never know." Asterisk. She was me. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I watched. Collected. I sifted through emails, pieced together timelines, traced every login and every forwarded file. I replayed dinners where they smiled at me while plotting behind my back. With every new discovery, my heart hardened. The day I chose to act, I poured a glass of wine and made a list. Not of what they'd done, but of what I would do. Step 1, secure my promotion. Not for the raise, but for power. The higher I climbed, the louder their jealous whispers would sound. Step 2. Copy every shred of evidence and deliver it to the right person. Margaret, the CEO's wife and the firm's ethics chair, was known for having zero tolerance for nepotism and family drama. Step 3. Wait. Patience was the hardest part. Weeks passed. More sneers at family dinners. More knowing smirks. Lucas assumed I was preoccupied with work. I was watching a noose tighten. The night of the celebration was meant to honor my promotion. Instead, it was a roast. When Gloria leaned back sneering, "They must have really lowered the standards," I caught the flicker of triumph in Lucas's eyes as he sipped his drink. His mother's snide comment landed next. "At least someone in this family is moving up." Then Margaret spoke, calm and unyielding. "Interesting timing. Considering what just arrived on my desk about your nephew. Shall we discuss it now?" Every head turned. Her tone was polite, but her gaze was razor-sharp. Gloria's face went pale. Lucas shifted uneasily in his chair. "What do you mean?" Gloria stammered. Margaret sipped her wine before saying, "Your nephew was caught attempting to steal confidential company data from his wife's files, and sharing it with a competitor." Gasps rippled around the table. I stayed still, my voice steady. "I tried to protect him at first. I thought it was a mistake. But it went deeper." Lucas's jaw clenched. "You set me up." "No," I interrupted quietly. "You did this yourself. I just made sure the right people saw it." Gloria sputtered. "You can't ruin a man's career over some theft." Margaret tilted her head with a thin smile. "Watch me." By week's end, Lucas's job offer was rescinded. His cousin was blacklisted by 3 major firms. Gloria stopped hosting family dinners. My mother-in-law called once to say I'd humiliated them. I hung up before she finished. Lucas moved out shortly after. No fight, no tears. Just silence which suited us both. Revenge isn't fireworks. It's the quiet closing of a heavy door, and hearing the lock click shut. They thought they could wear me down until I crumbled. Instead, I let them build the case that buried them. That night, when laughter died and truth filled the room, I felt no anger, only freedom. And freedom, I've learned, is the sweetest revenge of all. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story inspiring or if you've ever faced a similar challenge, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that explore the complexities of trust, betrayal, and reclaiming your power. Until next time, remember, sometimes the best revenge is simply living well and walking away free.